So in last session, what we have covered, guys? We have done the practice session, right? And we know about MongoDB database now. We know how to create database. We know how to create collections. We know how to remove collections and databases. Apart from that, you know how to add documents, how to access documents, how to update documents, and how to delete documents. All these things we have covered. Now, next, let's understand a little bit more about the document base. Document and collection. Or I can say here, collection and documents. So if you remember, I told that inside our database, if you have like this a database, inside this database, how many collections we can create? Any number of collections we can create, right? Like this, I can create collection 1, I can create collection 2, collection 3. Inside these collections, how many documents we can add? I told any number of documents we can add, right? But in MongoDB, it allows you to add only 100 documents. Maximum how many documents you can add? 100 documents in one collection. Only 100 documents we can add. More than 100 documents we cannot add inside one collection. Okay? That is the restriction we have. So if you have a requirement of adding more documents in collection, more than 100, then what you need to do, you have to divide your data into multiple collections. What you have to do? You have to divide your data into multiple collections. Suppose you want to add nearly 150 documents or more documents, then you have to divide that into multi-collections. Now we need to learn how to divide our data into multiple collection and how to create relation between those collections. That is what we have to do. So generally what we do, when we are creating multiple collections, we store some data in collection 1, some data in collection 2. For example, maybe in collection 1, I am storing some user's data, like his name, his email ID, his name, and maybe email ID, and maybe ID, like that, or his gender. That information I am storing. In another collection, I will store the address information of this user. Like I can store his city, I can store his state and pin code. So same user data, what we are doing, we are dividing into multiple collections. So basic details we are storing in one collection, address details we are storing in one more collection. In future, you can create one more collection for storing educational details. Here you can store his education details. Like in 10th, how much percentage, in 12th, how much, in graduation, how much, or anything related to education. In the same way, you can create one more collection. In that, you can store his professional information. Like in which company he worked, how many years he worked, on which projects he worked, on which tech stack he worked, what was his position. Like this, you can store multiple information about his professional life. Like this, if you get a requirement to store a large amount of data for a particular user or a particular entity or a product, then we can divide that data into multiple collections. Now we need to learn how to divide that data into multiple collections and how to connect these collections with each other. It means, now let's assume that you have two collections, okay? This is collection 1, this is collection 2. Now in collection 1, you are storing 4 users information, okay? Let's assume that we are storing 4 users information. Basic information, his name, his first name, last name, his gender, like that. His phone number, email ID or something. So this is like this, you are storing 4 users information. Now, these 4 users will have their address information also, right? that address information you are storing in another collection. So what you are doing, you are dividing the data of your users into multiple collections. So you have 4 users, their basic details you are storing here, and in next collection, you are storing its address information. Now, how you will connect this document with this document now? Now, how you will try to identify this user's address details is present here. This user's address details is present here. This user address information is present here. And this user address information is present here. So for that, we have to connect this both the collections so that you can identify this particular user's address information in this collection present in this document like that. Understood? You have to identify this user's address information present in this collection inside this document or this document or this document. So you have to create the relation between these two collections or two documents. So we can create 3 types of relation. One-to-one relation. Second, one-to-many or many-to-one. And third one is many-to-many. So here, one-to-many or many-to-one, one and same only, okay? So you write like one-to-many or you can write many-to-one, many-to-many. So what is the meaning of this? One collection, one document will have a relation with another collection, one document. In that case, it is called one-to-one relation. One-to-one relation means if you have a 2 collections here like this, and in both the collections, if you have a documents, document 1, let's assume that document 2, document 3. And here also we have some documents. Document 1, document 2, and document 3. Okay. Now let me copy this because we require for multiple times. Now, one-to-one relation means one document of collection 1 will have a relation with only one document of another collection. This is called one-to-one relation. One-to-one relation means one document of one collection will be related to another collection's one document. That is called one-to-one relation. What is one-to-many relation? Can you guys guess what is one-to-many relation? So one document of one collection will have relation with multiple documents of another collection. Means this document is related with this document also, and this one document is related with this document. But from other side, if you see, so this one document is related with multiple documents here. And here, this document, this multiple document should be related with one document. So now this document is related with this, and this is related with this also. And now this will be related with this. Now here you can have some more documents. I can have like this, some more documents. Now this document might be related with this. Now here, this document is related with this document is related with this. So one to many. Many to one means now here this document will be related only with one document of this collection. Now this document cannot have a relation with multiple documents of this collection. Now see, this document is related with only this document. This document is related with only this document. Now this document doesn't have any relation with another documents. This document doesn't have any relation with another documents. In the same way, this document has relation with only one document here. So many to one, one to many. So this document can have relation with multiple documents in this collection, but in this collection, this document should have only relation with one document in this collection. That is one to many or many to one. Next, many to many. Many to many means now this document can be related to multiple documents of another collection. In the same way, this document can be related with multiple collection here also. So it is related with this document and with this document. From this point, this document is related with this document and with this document also. That is called many to many. Okay. Now, this is theoretical way to understand the concept. Now, practically, we have to implement it. So let's go step by step. Let's take one use case. Let's assume that I wanted to store users' information. Now, users, what kind of information we can store related to users? Users' first name, users' last name. We can have user gender, right? User password if you want, right? User email, user city, state, and we can have his pin code. Like this, we can store a lot of information, right? So right now, what I will do, I will store first name, last name, gender, password I will remove, email ID. So this 4 information I want to store in one collection. And this next 3 information I want to store in another collection. So how many collections are required? 2 collection means same user information we are dividing into multiple collections. That is the first thing. So the first step what we have to do is we have to create 2 collections. Create 2 collections. Okay, let's go step by step and understand. So let's create 2 collections now. Now how to connect our MongoDB shell with MongoDB server? Simply you have to say Mongo sh. Mongo sh is nothing but Mongo shell. Some people will call it as a Mongoose. Okay, but we should call it as a Mongo shell. Okay, now clear it. Now we required one database. So what I will do first, I will create one database. Use, I will say DB relations, and your batch is 22, 23, right? I created one database. What is the database name? DB relations 22, 23. Now in this database, I want 2 collections, and those collection names I will give as a user, user basic and user address. You can give whatever name you want. I just want to give user basic, user address. So how to create collections? DB dot create collection. Okay, you have to answer, guys. I want answers. You should learn. You should practice in that way. Once one class is done, certain concepts are covered means next day, whenever I ask about that concept, you should be able to answer. That is how your preparation should be. Users basic, I will say here. And one more, users address. 2 collections are ready. Now what we need to do, we have to add the data. Okay. Now if I manually start adding the data, it will take a lot of time. So what is the technique? Go to ChatGPT or any AI tool. Okay. Right now I am using ChatGPT, then we will try to change it. We will try to change it to something other. Okay. Some other tools we will try to use. DeepSeek, we have Gemini, we have Copilot, we have a lot of tools we have. Practice with all the tools. You will get habituated. So now here what we have to say, create documents for MongoDB. How many documents we want? Let's assume that 5 documents. Create 5 documents for MongoDB. with first name, last name, gender, and email. Please. It will create some dummy data and it will give to us. Okay, now it is saying that use this function, insert many. Directly it is giving us code also. db dot collection name dot insert many and just add it. So can we copy this and let's little bit edit, go to notepad. Okay, I'm just adding here all this and here our collection name should be there. db dot, what is our collection name? Users basic. That's it. I can just copy this. I can go back here. I can paste it. That's it. Added also. Okay. So now if I just do db dot users basic dot find, let's see whether all the data will be printed out. See, all the data got printed. Got it, guys? So 5 documents are done. Next, what we want more 5 documents. Okay, I will say for same users, not for same users. I will simply say create 5 documents with city, state, and pin code. And I will add one more underscore ID. I want underscore ID field also. Create 5 documents with underscore ID equals to 1 city, state, pin code fields. And increment underscore ID value. Okay. So just talk with ChatGPT like we are talking with our friends, or you are giving instructions to someone. In that way, you can write. See, underscore ID1, underscore ID2, 3, 4, 5. Now here it given code also. Directly copy this code, go to notepad, remove previous, paste, and just change the collection name. What is our collection name? User's address, right? Copy this, go back here, clear this one, and just paste. Insert. Now if I say db dot users address dot find. How many documents are there? 5 documents, right? This is the ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4, ID5. 5 documents are there. So what we have done now, we have create 2 collections, then we have added the respective documents in the collection. Okay, now third step is create one-to-one relationship. Create one-to-one relation. Now, what you have done, you have created like this. Some documents here, some documents here. Now you have to relate. This document is related to this document. This document is related to this document. Like this, you have to create a relationship. How to create relationship now? Anybody knows? How you will connect both the documents of different collections? Common? Okay. Common attribute means how? Okay. Something. Anyone else have any other way? How to create one-to-one relation? Hmm? The voice is not audible. Okay. Now what you have to do? See, here in this document, you have some properties. In this document also, you have one properties. In both the document, which property is unique in each and every document? ID, underscore ID. So here also we have underscore ID. whose value is 1. And here also we have underscore ID, whose value is in the form of object ID, that because MongoDB created here. Here we told to create. That's why we got our values. Now what we need to do, if you want to relate this both the documents, if you want to create the relation between this both the documents, then the unique field of this document, remember, unique field of this document, you have to add as a one field inside this document. What you need to do, unique field of this document, you have to add as one more field in this document. Now in this document, which field is unique? Underscore ID. So what we will do inside this document, we will create one field. Okay, not with underscore ID because already underscore ID is there, right? So we will do something like address ID. Whatever key name you want, you can use, but you don't use underscore ID, use something else. Whose value should be the value of this underscore ID. What is the underscore ID value here? 1. So here also value should be 1. So now you are saying that in this document, this is the field which is going to represent unique field of this document. So this value should be assigned to this. This is how we create one-to-one relation. Understood? So now what we need to do, every document of users basic we have to update because we have to add new field now in every document. So how to update the documents? DB dot, which collection you want to update? Users basic dot update 1. Update. Now here what you have to pass? 2 arguments you have to pass. 2 arguments. In first argument, what you have to pass? That ID value underscore ID colon. Then that object ID. Then in that we have to pass that string. And then here what we have to pass? If you want to update $set, whose value should be one more object. Now here we are adding new property, right? So directly pass that new property whose value should be 1. So you are saying that in my users basic collection, if you find any document with this ID value, in that document, you add this field, you update this field. So if this field is already present in this document, then it will update only value. If that field is not present, then that field will be added. Okay, like this. So let's try. Now we want here ID value, right? So ID value can we get from here? I think here we got copied, right? This one only, right? But here we don't have. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's open new tab. Here also let's connect with Mongo shell. Clear. And then use DB relations because we required that ID value, right? I'm trying to get that. What is the database name we have given? DB relations 22, 23. And then we have to say DB dot users basic dot find, we have to say. Now it will show all that we required this ID. So I will just copy this value. I will go back here and here I will paste it. Matched count, how many count it matched? 1. Modified count is also 1. They are getting that field or not? Added in this SID in the first document. But in second document, you don't have any SID. Now what we need to do? Now we have to copy, go back here. We have to do the same thing. Just I have to change here this value. And here I have to change it to 2. Now here also I have to make it 3. And here I have to change it. So for that, first I have to copy here. Go back. Paste it. Okay. There's something going wrong. Okay, like this again. Here, make it 4 and change. So people will ask, they will give you two documents in interview and they will ask, create one-to-one relationship, create one-to-many relationship, write the code. Like this, you have to write them. And in real time also, 100% you will work with collection, no doubts in that. And you will work with a large set of data. Here, I have to copy this also. And finally, I have to make it 5. And here, I have to remove all this. And now let's go back here. Let's try to access again. Now let's see whether we got properly or not. Here we got 1, here we got 2, here we got 3, here we got 4, here we got 5. So we have successfully created one-to-one relation. Okay. In future, we are going to learn how to fetch the data from two collections. That also we are going to. This is how we are going to. We have one more way to create one-to-one relation. We call it as an embedded document. Embedded document means you will create one collection. In that, you will create one document. In that document, you will add one more. That is called embedded style. Here also one-to-one relation we can create. So this is diagrammatically, but practically how means we can create one document like this. In this document, I can mention first name, for example, some XYZ. Then we are maintaining last name. Okay, some data. Then what we have? Email, some data. And we have gender also, right? Some data. Now we need to maintain one more document. So we can use address. Again, here. Now here we can maintain city and state and pin. This is called embedded style. But here also there is a issue of memory. If you contains lot of data for your particular user, then there will be a memory issue because everything is in one document only. So here, this is called nested document, embedded document. You can call it as a nested document, or in MongoDB terms, we call it as an embedded document. Now here also, we have created one-to-one relation. So in one collection only, you can maintain like this nested objects and you can maintain the data. Or else, you can divide your data like this into multiple collections. So multiple collections are needed. So in future, if you want to perform any update, delete operations, then it will be easy for us. Or if you get a requirement where you want only user's address information, you don't want anything else, then it's easy. Directly we can access that details. In this approach, now we have to write little complex code to access only address details. Document dot, then address dot, like this we have to get. That's why this approach is not recommended approach. This is not recommended approach. Understood? So this is not present in your syllabus, guys. Okay, this is the extra thing I am teaching. I told, right, only 2 days syllabus. Whatever I taught, that was your syllabus. So they shared that syllabus with you, right? Template wala. I shared my separate syllabus, but management shared another syllabus with you, right? While taking demo sessions. I think this syllabus you got, right? In this syllabus, if you just go and have a look on this MongoDB part, There is nothing. There is no MongoDB, right? What is MongoDB? MongoDB advantages. What are documents? What are collections? That's it. CRUD operations in MongoDB. This was the syllabus of your MongoDB. Okay. You'll see Express and MongoDB. It was your syllabus. But we are going to learn so many things. Okay. Not one of the topic is this relations. Understood? Relation. Yes. Next, you have to create one-to-many. One-to-many. How to create one-to-many relation? Can you guys tell me one use case where we can divide our data into two different collections and we can create one-to-many relation? It means the document of one collection is related to document of another collection, multiple documents of another collection. I want one use case, means one real-time scenario where you can divide your data into two different collections and document of one collection is related to multiple documents of another collection. And one document of second collection should be related to only one document of another collection. Any scenario? One-to-many means this one. So this document can be related to multiple documents in this collection. But this document should be related to only one document in this collection. हाँ कॉलेज में कैसे many student in one college. Nice. Student and college we can one student, but many subjects can be allocated to multiple students, right? So that became many to many. So college student is one scenario. Means in one college there can be multiple students, but every student will be related to one college. One student cannot study in multiple colleges, right? So that is one-to-many. Nice. Any other scenario? In e-commerce, you have done a lot of online shopping, right? None or not? You like shopping or you like only Node.js? No? Then can you just try to analyze what you do in the online shopping and any one scenario that you can convert into one-to-many? One website can have many users, but many users can visit multiple websites also, right? Product. Try to think in the terms of e-commerce. You have so many examples, but in the terms of e-commerce. Have you guys done shopping? Have you purchased products? So let's assume that today you have done shopping. You have purchased 3 products. The moment you do your payment, one order will be created. One order will be created, right? Like this, let's assume that after 5 days, again you done shopping. Again, one more order is created. Means one user can have multiple orders. But one order will be related to one user only. Same order will you give to other user also? Never will do shopping, right? Each and every time one order of shopping for every user, unique order will be created. And we track our all this using that order ID only, right? Order ID only we track it. So where our everything is tracked using order ID. So here you can take the example of products and orders, or not products, user and orders. So what you can do, you can create 2 collections, user and order. In user collection, you can store the user information. user 1, user 2, user 3, like this. And in orders, you can store the orders information. Order 1, order 2, order 3, order 4, like this. Okay. Now, this user done shopping. Today he done shopping. The moment he does some shopping, one order will be created, right? That order, let's assume that here we are storing. So this user is related with this order. Shopping 1. Same user, after 2 days, again he done the shopping. One more new order will be created. Existing order will not be used. So this order. So here, this document is related to multiple documents. Now this user done one shopping. This user is connected with this. This user done some shopping. He connected with, again he connected with this. Now again, let's remove this part. Okay, let's keep only 2 users, or else again I have to draw multiple documents. Okay, so this document is related to how many documents in this collection? 2 documents. And this document is related with how many collection, how many documents? Again, 2 documents. Let's assume that this is related with this document. But if you compare from here, now this document is related to how many documents in this collection? Only one, only this. This document is related to how many documents in this collection? Only one. This is related to only one. This is related to only one. This is called one to many, many to one. Here, multiple documents are related to one document. One document related to multiple documents. Okay, little bit you have to analyze. You have to understand it, or else it will confuse. That's why don't think one to many, many to one. Think only one part, one to many. It will be easy. One document of this collection should be related to multiple documents of this collection. That is one to many. Clear? Now, what we need to do? Again, we have to create. Already users collection is there, right? Users collection is there. Now, which collection we have to create? Orders. So here, can I create orders collection? How to create orders collection? db dot create collection of orders. Order collection is created. Now in this orders collection, what we have to add? Documents, right? Now, how many users we have? 5 users. So how many documents we required? At least one user should have minimum 2 documents. So 5 to the minimum 10 documents we should have, right? So let's create 10 documents only right now. So now we will say create a ordered order or orders document with underscore ID field. In order, what will be the details you will have? Order ID, that is ID. Then products list. Create order document with underscore ID, products list, total amount. Just I am creating 3. Okay. Means one order will have the ID of the product order. Then in that order, that user purchased how many products. So the product list. Again, product ID, product name, quantity, price, like this. And finally, total amount. Okay, only one created. Like this, how many we want? Create 10 documents for orders. One, two, three. Now, manually, if you think and if you write, create like this document, how much time you will waste? Try once. Try once. Okay, when you try, when you get that experience, then you will understand the importance of ChatGPT or any AI. Okay, right now I'm using AI tools and creating documents. When there is no AI tool, manually I have to sit, type the documents, and then I have to insert. So some trainers, they will pre-create data and they will come and directly they will explain. Some trainers, they will sit and they will start creating in front of you. It means now I have to create like this 10 documents. It will take 15 minutes for me. Like this, we can the help of AI. Now this is how AI started taking our jobs. Now the work which you can do in 2 days, that entire work you can do in 1 hour. That much fast the development became. Now the people who are taking 1 month to develop one application, now they are taking 1 week to develop that entire application. And company wants that only, right? As soon as you develop the application, they will be able to do the business. They can start their business. Now again, we are using free version. Now just think paid version, how much capabilities it might have. Okay. Now here, I will remove all this. I will add it. So what we have to change here, nothing, right? Did he give any code to us? Copy this, go back, select all, paste this. What we have to change now? Nothing. Everything he given, right? Because we mentioned collection name also, orders. So copy this, go back here and paste. That's it. Create. Let's find now db dot orders dot. So collections are created and documents are added. Now we have to create one to many relation. Now how to create one to many relation? Now let's assume that here in users collection, you have one document. Okay, you have one document. And in orders collection, there are two documents which are related to this particular document, white color document. Okay, I will just change this color to this. So its ID is, let's assume that one. Its ID is, let's assume that it's a 5. Now somehow I want to create this document related to this document and this document. This document should be related to this. It should be related to this also. How? How? Very simple. In this document, add one more prop field called orders, whose value take one array. Now, why array? Because we have to store the IDs. The document, this document unique field is ID, right? That ID value you store here. And this document ID value you store. That's it. Now, in this document, you have added a new field. What is that? Orders. And what you are maintaining? The IDs of another collection documents. So basically, you are saying that this document is related to another document of another collection with the ID number 1 and 5. Understood? This document is related with another documents of another collections with the ID number 1 and 5. This is one to many. In previous example, we added one field. What is that one field? Address ID, AID or SID, something we have added, right? So only one value we are maintaining. So no need of anything, just directly number we are passing. But here, multiple data we have to store, right? That is the reason we are taking array. So when multiple values you want to store, we store. Or you can take object also, inner object also, but it becomes complex. Array is the best suitable structure here. So can we try now? Now what I have to update in this case, which collection I need to update? Nice. I have to update again users collection. Okay. Now this is user collection. What we want to do here, instead of SID, we have to add orders, whose value should be one array. Okay, now remember the count. So the first document of users should be related to 1 and 5. Now 2. Here, orders, it should be related to 2, comma 6. Here, okay, now little bit careful we have to be. Once a mistake, I think Motam collection will go. Again, we have to restart. So third document, and here what we have to add? 5, 6 done, 7. Here, this one. Here 1, 5 is done, 2, 6 is done, 3, 7 is done. What is pending now? 4 and 8. Now last one. Now what is pending? Finally 9 and 10 are plus 9. Okay. Now if you go to db dot find dot users, that is the command I have done wrong. db dot users dot find. Anything is going wrong? What is our collection name, guys? Users or users address? Now see, SID, address ID is there, orders is also there. Orders are there. Orders are there. Orders are there. Orders are there. One to many. Understood? Next, many to many. Now, can you tell me one scenario where many to many? Students and teachers. One teacher can teach multiple students. One student can have multiple teachers. Student teacher is one scenario. Any other scenarios? Student and courses. One student can take multiple courses. One course can have multiple students. Right? You have taken one stack, right? So one stack can have multiple students. Now, one student can take multiple courses. You can take one stack. You have taken soft skills. You have taken aptitude, right? That is many to many. Now, let's think in the terms of e-commerce. Products and nice. So one user can purchase multiple products. Same product can be purchased by multiple users. Or product and orders also. One product can be in multiple orders, and multiple orders can contain same product. Like you purchase mobile, I purchase mobile, he also purchased mobile. So multiple orders will be created. So in that order also there will be product. In my order also there will be product. Here also there will be product. Right? And every product is present in multiple orders. So here what we will do now, let's create products because already users is there, right? Let's create products. How to create products, guys? You have to create products collection. Now in this collection, we have to store all the information of products that you are selling. Okay. So I have created. Now let's ask ChatGPT, done a free version. We can say create a document for products with product with underscore ID, comma, product name, price, and what else, guys? We can have rating. Product information. We can have product name, we can have product ID, product price, product rating. How many documents we want? Here we will create some 10 documents, or we can create 5 also. Okay, 5 documents we will create. Product ID, product name, price, set. Now we can copy this. Now that's come. Now how to add db dot products dot insert many, because we want to add all the documents. Just copy and paste directly, because it is giving directly array. Add your closing parenthesis. All the IDs are done. Now, let's see db dot products dot find. Okay. Now we wanted to create relation between the orders and products. Orders and the products. So how to do that? Okay, like this. Here we have many to many, right? Many to many. Now let's assume that here I have product 1, I have product 2. And here also I have product 1, product 2, product 3. I will take. Got it? Now, this is which collection? Let's assume that this is our orders collection. And this is our products collection. Now, in this order, how many products you can have? You can have this product. You can have this product. You can have this product. Or you can have these 3 products also. All the 3 products, right? So here I will add 3. Now, in this order, let's assume that you have this product, you have this product. How many products? So now if you observe, this document is related to multiple documents. Now this document is present in this document also. This document present in this also. So 1 to many, many to. It's like many to many. Multiple documents of this collection having the relationship, multiple documents of this collection, multiple documents of this collection having the relation with multiple documents of this collection. Okay. Now we have to create. How to create? Let's go to that. Orders. So db dot orders dot find, we will say first. Now it is printing like this, right? So let's do one thing. Let's remove this product list field from here. Product list field we will remove from the orders collection. Okay. Right now in orders collection, we have 10 documents, right? In every document, we have underscore ID and we have product list and then we have total amount. So right now, what I want to do, I don't want to maintain like this product information. Every product information in ordered document, I don't want to maintain because product information I am maintaining now in separate collection. So what we need to do first, we have to remove this products list. How to remove? db dot from which collection you want to remove? Orders. What you want to remove? Product list. So I will say here delete many. And what we want to delete? Products. Okay, products list property I want to remove. So can we remove like this? Let me just try. Won't work like this. So delete many product list, right? Whose value is one array. Array only, right? Object. Repeated count is 0 because it's not matching. Let's see db dot orders dot find. There we have product list whose value is one array. Products list. So here, what we will do? Okay, let me just try here. All data got removed or what? Products list. Fine, no problem. Let's create once again. So what we can do here? Create orders document with underscore ID property. Then we want just, yeah, let's create only underscore ID right now. We will create manually then. Let's copy this. Let's go back here. Let's say db dot orders dot insert many. Now if you say db dot orders dot find. Now here we have orders information. Order ID is there, order date is there, customer name is there, total amount is there, status is there, but we don't have products information. We don't have here products information. What we want now? We want here products information. We want to store products information. How to store? Now here ID is from 101, right? ID started with 101, 101, 102, 103, like this, we have 5. So how to add new field, guys? How to update new field? Update 1. What we want to update? Underscore ID with the value 101. With what field you want to update? Dollar set, whose value should be products ID. And here value should be array. Because one order can have how many products? Multiple products. How many products we have totally right now? 5 products. So I will say 1, 3, 5. Randomly I will store. Again here, I can add here 2. I will remove this 1. Here I will make it 3. Here 2, 3, 4 I will add. Okay, randomly you can add anything. Here 2, 3 I will keep. I will make it 4. Make it 5. The same users can purchase same orders, right? Modified count. Anything is going wrong here? Modified count is 0. Can you tell me what mistake we have done now? So product ID is added, not added, because modified count was 0. I think the mistake was here. ID they have added in the string format. Now modified count is 1. We are adding in the number format. Here if you see, we added in the number format, but ChatGPT gave in the string format. Like this, we are using tools, then you have to be a little bit careful, guys. A slight mistake, or if you are not careful, then you will face lot of issues. Or else you have to give accurate prompt, what you want exactly. Done. Now if you say orders find, now you got here products ID. Okay. So here is you, one is present here also, present here also. So this document, one document is linked with this document also, linked with this document. This is menu to menu. Like this, we create relations between our documents when they are placed in multiple collections. Got it? So remember guys, from tomorrow, our sessions, basically it is scheduled at 9:30, right? So I will start by in between 9:30 to 9:45. Okay, you guys can come by 9:40. So I will start the session at 9:45 a.m. and I will try take the session till 11 or 11:30. 11 or 11:30 everything. If there is any change in the timing, then I will mention. So tomorrow you join by 9:45 a.m.